Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Churchill Downs here at Kentucky Oaks Day here on Friday, May the 2nd, 2014. We're going to look at the stake races on today's card. We're going to start off with race number 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, and the 11th race, which is the Kentucky Oaks. Let's get on to it. Today is its 5th race, what is the 29th edition of the Lock Trail Stakes. Grade 1, first $300,000. The Phillies Mayors, 4-year-olds and upwards, go to mile 16th over the main track, field of 6. Mile 16th. And I'm going with the 3 horse here. Number 3, Hope Unlimited Budget at 2-1. John Velasquez. Last time out, they run a Gulf Stream Park mile 8 on March the 29th in the Rampart Stakes. Finished second by 3/4 of a length that day. He was just out finished that day. That was the second start of the year, or second start, excuse me. Then Gulf Stream 7 was last race, 58,000 on March the 8th, first start of the year. Came fourth by 7 1/4 lengths. He ducked in at the start. This horse's last start of the year was at Saratoga, mile 8 from coach and Club American Oaks on July 20th opening weekend at Saratoga. Finished 5th by 15 lengths, heavy favorite that day. Hit the gate that was on the route to the quarter pole. Since hitting the gate that start wasn't really the best run. Ran by 1 stakes last year, finished 6th in that edition. 3rd in last year's Kentucky Oaks, and won the Fairgrounds Oaks. 1-0 at Churchill, finished 3rd last year in the Kentucky Oaks. I think this horse has a chance here at 2-1. Let's go with this one, so we cap my bets. Race number 5 from Churchill Downs, go with the 3. Let's head on to race number 6. The 6th race, what is the 20th edition of the Twin Spires Turf Sprint, grade 3, first $150,000. The 4-year-olds and upwards going 5 rounds on the turf course. Field of 9. And this race is such a hard race to handicap. It took me about 25 minutes to find a horse here. I found 2 of them who I found. Still very unsure about this race. I'm going to go with the 4-9 here, exactly. Not sure which one I would put on top. Number 4, Marchman at 4-1, Robbie Alvarado last time out. Throw Keelan 5.5 furlongs on April the 12th in the Shakertown Stakes. Came first by neck that day, 23-1. He had spear clear and lasted. Then Fairgrounds 5.5 in the Power Stakes on March the 15th. Came 3rd by 1 3/4 lengths. Chased 2-1 and just tired a bit that day. Then optional claim off turn 5.5 at Fairgrounds on February 6th. Came 3rd by 3 3/4 lengths off the heels early. It was 3 wide. At Churchill, 1-0. Actually broke the maiden back on June the 16th of last year. 5 rounds at Churchill, but won by 3.5 lengths in the main stretch weight. Dueled, cleared, and widened. I do like this horse here, so going with this one. I'm also going to go with the 9 horse here. The 9 horse. Havelock at 7-2. Javier Castellano. Last time out, did run a Keelan 5.5 furlongs in Shakedown Stakes on April 12th. Finished 7th by 4 lengths that day. He was off slow and swung wide. Then Santa Anita 6.5 on November the 2nd, Brewers Cup Turf Sprint. Finished 10th by 4 lengths. He was off a bit slow, just had no rally that day. And then a Keelan 5.5 in the Woodford Stakes, won by 2 lengths. He closed fast on the outside. This horse actually ran twice in England last year, both at Newmarket and Ascot. 6 runs in 2 really important races. Finished 11th in both of those, just really did not do well. Came 5th in this race last year. Actually, also going with this one, so cap my bets. Race number 6, the Turf Sprint, going with the 4-9. Let's head on to race number 8. We're going to head over to race number 8. What is the 59th running of the 8 Bell Stakes. Grade 3, purse $175,000 for fillies, 3-year-olds, go 7 furlongs. Field of 10, 7 furlongs. And I'm going with the 10 horse here. She's a Tiger. Gary Stevens in the saddle, 5-2 last time out. Rode Santa Anita Park, mile 16th Brewers Cup Juvenile Philly Stakes on November the 2nd. Won by nose that day, was actually disqualified, placed 2nd that day because 4 to 3 wide, drifted out and brushed the 2nd place horse Ria Antoinette. I've had this horse in that race actually. I was really kind of mad that horse got disqualified. But I think this horse ran a good race that day other than drifting. Then Santa Anita mile 16th in the Chandelier Stakes on December 28th. Came 2nd by head. He was 3 wide and clear and very gamely. Then Del Mar Debutante finished 1st by half length, dueled and cleared in the health. So can't handle a 7 furlong distance. Biggest question is the layoff. Can this horse run with a layoff? I think so. So we cap my bets. First and right from Churchill Downs, going with 10. The 9th race from Churchill we're going to head over to what is the 29th edition of the Edgewood Stakes, purse $150,000 for fillies, 3-year-olds going a mile and the 16th on the grass. Mile 16th on the turf. We do have a field of 10 horses. Mile 16th. And I'm going with the 5, Little Journey, 10-1, Jose Lascano. Last time out, did one in France at Merci Borlée on November the 10th of 2013 in a mile quarter stake race. He was third by head that day. He led and headed kept on going that day. Then in France, mile and eighth on October the 20th in a stake race, won by nose that day at 2-1. He was to the lead on the inside, and a furlong was very gamely that day. And then at 7 3/4 furlongs in France, October 1st in the Prix Alexandre Stakes, came first by 3 lengths. He was led to the furlong out and was very strong. So going with this one, first start on American soil. First start since November 10th. I think this horse can handle it, so cap my bets racing ride from Churchill down to 5. We're going to head over to race number 10. The 10th race, which is the 11th running of the Alashiba Stakes, grade 2, purse $300,000 for 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds and upwards, going mile 16. Field of 9 horses, and I have to say this is the best Alashiba field in a while, actually. 11 horses going to post. 9 horses going to post. And I'm going to go with the 2 Will Take Charge here. At 4-5, Gary Stevens. Last time out, threw one at Oakland Park, mile 8th on April 12th in the Oakland Handicap. Won by 3/4 length that day. He was 4 wide quarter pole and repeated the drift. A very bad drifting problem that day. Then San Diego mile quarter, San Diego Handicap. Finished second that day by 1 3/4 lengths. He was a bit 3 wide at the 3/8 pole, very willingly. And then Gulfstream mile 8th and Don Handicap. Finished second by 1/2 lengths. He's on the inside shift and 4 wide. He's very willingly that day. So I do like this horse here. Driver change today to Gary Stevens. I think this one can handle it today. Churchill 3-1. This horse has been training over it really loose. Going with this one, so cap my bets racing 10 from Churchill Downs. Going with the 2. Let's head on to race number 11. What is the 140th edition of the Kentucky Oaks. Grade 1, purse $1 million for Phillies 3-year-olds. Going a mile and 8. Field of 13 horses going post this mile and 8 distance. And I'm going to go with the 113 here. Number 1, please explain. 50-1. Jose Lascano. I put this horse in the ticket because the price 50-1. I think this horse has a chance to come in third. If you play it at 50-1, you're going to get your money back for a $2 bet across the board. But last time out, we're in Oakland mile 16 Fantasy Stakes. Finished 7th by 10 lengths. Was the favorite that day. He was on the outside, had no rally that day. Then the Oakland mile 16th in the Honeybee Stakes. Came third by length. He was tight, split foes at the 8th pole, and then really didn't do much that day. And then Tampa Bay mile 40 in Suncoast Stakes is February 1st. Won by 6 lengths. So I was the inside trip and drew away. I do like this horse with the price, 50-1. So going with this one, and I'm going to go with the 13. It's the favorite here. Number 13, Uncapital, 4-5. Rosie Pravnik last time out. Third Fairgrounds mile 16th in the Fairgrounds Oaks. Won by 7 3/4 lengths. Used to right the turns and just ridden out. And then Fairgrounds mile 16th in the Rach Alexander Stakes. Won by 9.5 lengths. He used 3-4 wide as the rider pleased that day. This horse is pretty amazing here. 8th in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. Well, won over this track twice already. 2 for 2. Watch out for this horse. So we count my bets for race number 11, Kentucky Oaks, going to 113. Good luck to all.